Hello, everyone. Thanks for the patience. It's the first time we are doing this PancakeTalks session in StreamShare and also trying out the feature that links with X, aka Twitter. I can see there is a lot of people seeing us from Twitter, so it's kind of scaring, but it seems we find the right venue. So for the ones who are just tuning in, this is a podcast series, super ultra humble and chill. We are here to discuss with guests, with the PancakeSwap ambassadors. Here with me is one of them. We are going to present him right now. The idea is to invite people from other projects that partnership or they are going to partnership or they have been working with us for some time, chit chat a little bit, talk about the latest market trends and also the latest PancakeSwap news. So in case you have any question or any concern, you can drop in the comment sections if you're seeing this on Twitter or if you're seeing this on YouTube, and we can try to address those questions at the end. Hey, I mentioned that there is, because I'm not doing this alone. I'm doing this with one of the PancakeSwap ambassadors. He's called Aniceto, and he's here with us today. Hey Ani, how you doing?
Hey, hello everybody. How's everything? Nice to be here with you, Chef Fran. It's a pleasure. And yeah, it's nice to have some guests here. We will explain all different products, collaborations that are coming with PancakeSwap. So happy to be here.
Nice. Let's introduce our guest. As may you know, we have partnership with ORBS Network to bring some kind of new features and kind of super interesting characteristics to the swap. If you're a trader, I think you already heard this, and if you don't, you are going to be one of the first in hearing it from first hand. So let's give a warm welcome to Shawn from ORBS Network. Hey, Shawn.
Hey guys, how's everyone going? This is cool. I'm like jumping between the two streams on YouTube and on X. It's cool to see.
Nice. I don't know if I don't know if StreamShare is lying to us, but I see more than 600 people tuning in, so that's kind of freaking me out. So sorry for sorry for my horrible English and my expressions, but yeah, let's have a great time. So first, would you like to introduce yourself, Shawn?
Yeah, for sure. So I've been at Orbs for almost 2 years now. I lead all things marketing, and crypto, as I'm sure you guys are aware, is a very wide umbrella. So everything from marketing to social media to actual chasing people when we need things, doing PRs, doing announcements, coordinating everything that's going on in the community. Sometimes we have some events going on in the real world occasionally as well that I have to show up to and plan and prepare for. So really anything, whether it's on the marketing side, and that means everything, or if it's on sometimes even like helping out on the business side when necessary. Before this, I was at a layer one project, Traxa, if you know them. I helped them out with their token sale and did some other cool stuff with them. And then I've had like miscellaneous roles in the space since 2018. So yeah, really excited to be here, guys. Thanks for having me on today.
No, thank you. I know for sure that a lot of people enjoy trading. I mean, it's one of the biggest part of the community. I suck at trading, so I pretty much not use it. Just farming and that stuff. But the bringing all the CeFi structure to DeFi, I kind of think that it's not easy thing, and here that's why you are here to explain that. So first of all, I think the most common question, could you give little brief about what is ORBS Network?
Yeah, sure. So I'll try to make it as quick as possible. So we are a project from 2017. Our mainnet has been live since 2019. And through that time, as I think you would expect for any company that's been around this time, we've done a few pivots along the way. We're trying to figure out where we would call home and where we would kind of innovate. And yeah, so we started, we kind of now consider ourselves to be a layer 3, which I think we're a little bit slightly different from, I think, what kind of the community is calling a layer 3. But we have a network, but we don't produce any blocks on the network, if you will. Instead, we use our network that's specifically purposed just for our use cases. And then the use cases, obviously, we'll get into it in a bit here. But yeah, from 2019 to now, we originally focused on kind of enterprise blockchain. Looking at different ways you could, incorporate blockchain at an enterprise level. What we realized very quickly, though, or perhaps not as quick as we should have, if you want to look at it like this, is that enterprises are a little bit slow, are probably going to be the last ones to adopt crypto technology, just because of the nature of things. And so what we settled on was kind of doing like an AWS kind of esque type of blockchain, where users could come in and deploy their own dApps. Again, what we saw, though, unfortunately, is like this was a little bit too hard. Asking startup projects to kind of like build, they're already building their own protocols and their own products, and DeFi teams are usually like very, very small, so there's usually not a lot of resources to go around. So again, we kind of hit a roadblock there. We were like, okay, it's very hard to onboard people. One, it's very difficult to onboard enterprises, and two, it's even potentially even harder to onboard crypto projects because everyone is so busy. Learning a new tooling is time consuming and resource intensive. So finally, we were like, okay, what can we do though now that we have this really innovative tech? Like, how can we what is there something that that potentially we could do with it? And so what we've done now is why we're all here today, and why we're all talking, and that is what we're focused on, which is enhancing decentralized trading. So we have TWAP and Limit, as everyone that uses Pancake, I think, or I hope by now, is more or less at least familiar with the name. And then we have another product called Liquidity Hub that's live on a few different smaller dexes, that is a meta aggregator to achieve better prices, very similar to how Uniswap X works, for those who are familiar. So yeah, we ORBS is backed. We have a $130 million proof of stake network. That's how all of our decentralized applications that we integrate with dexes operate off of. And yeah, I think that kind of sums it up for where kind of, and I guess we're just full steam ahead. Here in the DeFi realm, we're strong believers here that it is the killer use case for crypto.
Thank you for your answer, Shawn. So I'm, like Chef Fran said, I'm not very good at trading as well. So, but we will dig a little bit about what is your product that is integrated with PancakeSwap and how you can use it, because it's mainly focused on spot trading that is less risky. So even a noob in trading can use that to have a good entry point. So if you can dig a little bit and explain to us in simple terms what is TWAP and limit orders that ORBS is creating.
Yeah, absolutely. So I will start with TWAP, because I think understanding TWAP is a little bit more trickier for people I think if you understand TWAP, it's much easier to understand limit orders. So TWAP stands for time weighted average price. And what essentially all that it does in theory, or rather, what it does traditionally or on CFI, and on DeFi as well. But what it does is it takes large orders, it takes large orders and it breaks them into smaller chunks and it executes them over a period of time. So what this does for DeFi specifically, as opposed to CFI, is you can kind of do several interesting things, and it's particularly interesting for pools that have limited liquidity, and you're trying to trade a high amount. And a high amount for these pools might even be 1,000 or 2,000 USDT. And by breaking these up into say like 10 orders, you give time for the pools in DeFi to rebalance. And of course, for anyone who's used the DEX before, that I think the answer is pretty obvious. But what it helps you do is it helps you reduce price impact. And this is like just one of the many ways that we're seeing people use TWAP. The other way that we're seeing people use TWAP is to dollar cost average. So if you wanted to buy, let's say Pancake, for example, or it doesn't matter, any currency, BNB. If you wanted to buy BNB, you could set up a TWAP order to buy BNB on a recurring basis on the first of every month. And you can do that using ORBS TWAP on Pancake. Or if you wanted to, and so that's another way that you can use TWAP. And I think another, for us bad traders, I'm also a bad trader. I hate to admit it, but I am. Another way, another potential, or another use case rather, is you take you can use it to take the emotion out of trading. So say your price has reached a certain threshold and you want to begin closing out the position. You can basically do the opposite of a dollar cost average, and you can quote unquote like TWAP out of the position. So that way, you're less susceptible to the market changes. You take the emotion out. You don't sell all at once, and you're like sad when the price continues to go up, which I've done numerous amounts of times. So those are the three like major use cases that we're seeing, and there's more, but yeah, I think that provides a pretty good overview of TWAP. For limit, I always like to say, it's in the name. It's a lot more easier to understand. Limit orders let you set a threshold that you want the transaction to execute at. So say you want to buy, let's say Ethereum for simplicity reasons, every time it goes under 3,000, which is obviously something that I think anyways happened a few weeks ago. You guys can tell me if I'm wrong. I don't actually know how low it got, but every time you go under 3,000, you can set up a limit order that you want to buy this amount of Ethereum, and the order will go ahead and be executed once those market conditions are met. You can also do the opposite. If you wanted to sell Ethereum when just for simplicity reasons, sticking on this example, you bought it at 3,000, you want to sell it at 2x, you can set up limit orders to sell your order at 6,000 or even higher, 9,000 if you're really bullish. But yeah, these are, I think that does a pretty good job of explaining the two.
Nice. I think I can try to summarize TWAP like order for decisions to be less decisions. I will put it like that. Yeah. I love it. I love it because I'm not that kind of person who can be completely patient. So I need to put orders. I need to put things like, okay, I will force myself to not look at the chart and look at the price like every 5 minutes. So I need to set up everything and say, okay, if I don't see it, there is something that will work for me, and that's how my mind gets rest. And yeah, doing that on DeFi, which is something that we can usually see on the CeFi industry, it's super cool because it takes the KYC thing from the equation, and that's lovely. And if you combine that with the volume that PancakeSwap has and the amount of users that we have, it's amazing as far as we can move forward with this partnership.
Yeah, it is. You don't have to rely on a centralized party to manage things. It's in your control, and no, for whatever reason, if someone was to do this, there's no way that you're the only person that can stop the order. So, it's definitely giving power back to traders for sure.
Nice. And this is more personal. You can answer this one from your perspective, or if there is a project perspective, you can talk in behalf. But what does it mean for you to be integrated into us, into PancakeSwap?
Yeah, I think my personal perspective also aligns with the organization perspective here. So for us, it really just means like for starters, it's really like validation that TWAP and Limit, we started the protocol, at least like this component of the protocol, if you will, about a year. I want to say like almost a year ago, maybe a year and 3 months. I don't know, whatever it was. It wasn't too long ago. I'll say a year just to keep it simple for myself. But I think it really has given us validation. Pancake is it is the leading DEX, so to be integrated on the leading DEX and to have that validation from Pancake, that by not only just like words and like retweets, but also like actions, actually integrating, actually being partners, actually doing these shows together and potentially some more things in the future. That it's really kind of for us it's proven that we have set before us there were limit orders, but there were no TWAP orders, and for us we have set the standard for decentralized trading. In addition to this, we think, or it's not even a think. We know Pancake is going to be the biggest DEX that ORBS is probably going to be integrated with. At least for the foreseeable future. I don't see anything changing in the industry, any black swans that I can account for. So I think so to have this and to have this approval and to be on the biggest DEX, it means more than I think I'm able to convey in words. But yeah, I mean, we cannot thank Pancake enough for this opportunity. It's been awesome working with the guys, both of you guys and the technical side. It's been an absolute pleasure, and the way that we've that Pancake has helped us refine our product to be like the best that it possibly could be. For those unfamiliar, or I mean, most people are unfamiliar, but Pancake did a very, very thorough QA session with us, with also like the beta testers that you guys have, the resources that you have in your community to help us out with this. Really helped us push, I think anyways, our product to like a premium and even I mean, it was finished before, but now it's like ironed out. You know what I mean? It's not dishwashed. It's perfected. And yeah, so we're really just looking forward to continuing to collaborate with the Pancake team and to build together and see what kind of the future has. In all arenas, whether even if not even on the technical side, but for marketing and doing more events like this. It's I think we have a really fun time ahead of us, guys.
Wow, thank you for these lovely words from ORBS team, and yeah, PancakeSwap also. I think we are very happy to work with you. Thank you for these words. And I would like to say, like, all the people, we start in crypto probably buying on a centralized exchange, and we have different options there, like limit orders, similar to what we are starting to see now in decentralized exchange. So this is kind of a narrative, like we are trying to emulate all the different tools that the centralized exchange have in the decentralized exchanges. So my question is, do you think it's going to be possible to emulate all the experience of trading in a centralized exchange in the DeFi world? And yeah, what's your opinion about it?
Yeah, I definitely think we're headed in that direction. I think this is, this is truly just one of the starting points, if you will. The ground's been broken, and it's really, only more innovation from here. I'm not even, and I'm not even just saying from the Orbs side, but also like all of the builders that are participating in the ecosystem and are looking at this, whether it's um, whether it's like a project that's been around for a while, or projects that is just getting started. I would like to think, anyways, is really inspired by, um, or has been, anyways, inspired by the integration between us. I think in terms of like getting, it's hard to predict the future, honestly. If how close the trade-in experience will get. I mean, you'll still have some form of latency, I think, always, as long as you're on chain. But obviously, it's like it is very minimal now. But we'll see. It's going to be exciting to see also. Who the future builders are, and see how they implement and build things in a decentralized manner, probably in ways that any of us up on here have yet to even consider. So I do think, I would like to think, anyways, that we'll get there, and hopefully we'll get there sooner rather than later. And I think everything that we're collaborating on today, one day we'll look back and go, oh, it looked so primitive to what we have now, where we have all these tooling and all these amazing charts and all these different sort of things. I think something that we're looking at now is something that we've been like doing research on, not even exploring so much, but doing research on, like, you have perps are so, most perp volume that you have right now is happening all off chain. I think it's something, last time I looked, it was like 1% or maybe like 1.5% of all of global crypto perp volume. Only 1% of it is happening on chain. So I think there's a and now what you're seeing, I think, in the space is you have a lot of different projects taking different approaches to getting perps on chain, to making them safe, to making them sensible, to making them so that even a beginner can try them out safely and learn the sophistication. And you have lots of different ways that people are doing this, whether it's intent based or otherwise. You have on-chain order books. So we're really gonna, I can really only guess what the future is gonna hold. But I think everyone is looking at these financial tools that exist on CeFi, and they're looking for ways to not only, decentralizing them is only part of the puzzle, but the other part is doing it better than CeFi, and proving that these products actually really do shine on chain as opposed to off chain, for sure.
Nice. I think I come up with the idea that everything we can and we see outside the DeFi world can be done in DeFi world. We only need the users to start. I was telling this to Annie before the podcast. It's like to break the habit, like why we can't have all these features in the DeFi world. So we just need to encourage users to start trying out these ideas. The blockchain works better and better every day. And maybe in the past, users had the fear of their orders not being performed, the transactions failing, but now it works pretty much better. And I think that's the older the only way is to go up. So I'm not referring about price, but about developing. And one thing is what we wish, and the other thing is what will happen actually. But in terms of the developing, I think the only way is to go up. So thanks a lot for being here. I think I never mentioned this, but Shawn is going to do a demo about these orders, at least a little brief, so we can pass from the theory to the actual creating an order for at least for just one, so you can see how actually this works into the PancakeSwap front end. So before passing to that part, I only have one more question, and I love the kind of the abstract ones, so we can get off of the theory and maybe talk about the person behind the microphone and their ideas. So how do you see this DeFi trading market into the future, taking into account all the integrations and all what we have been told today?
Yeah, so like I think, for me anyways, I think what we're, so I think from an, I'm trying to. This is a good question. It's got me a bit stumped. So I think for in the future of DeFi trading, I think that we'll see more. I think we'll see better and more deeper liquidities as more funds and market makers and different types of more people that are sort of like almost gated from playing in DeFi. For numerous amount of reasons that I think we can have different panel on going into. I think we're going to see more and more market participants join as these types of things ease up, and more people are able to participate in the market. I think a lot of people want to participate, and I think there's a lot of opportunity to participate. And you have a lot of people on the sidelines. I mean, I think now it's safe to say that we're in this I think anyways we're in a mass adoption phase of crypto. I mean, just yesterday you have like Google Cloud like making an entire dedication dashboard to Web3. I think we're still early, but I think we're early is starting to wane a little bit as you're seeing governments and massive corporations really kind of see how they're going to fit into the ecosystem. So I think all of these things are gonna bring about better prices in DeFi, deeper liquidity, and you're gonna see a lot more. I think just in general, like not only from the institution side, but I think as opposed, someone that's I've been in crypto since personally since 2017. I've been working in this space since 2018. And the amount of sophistication and the type of trader that you have now, that you did compared to like 5 years ago or more than that. It doesn't feel like five, however long it was. The sophistication is just unbelievable. Like how the markets are getting more intelligent, people are getting more intelligent, and it's a completely different ball game, if you will, compared to what it was back then. And it's honestly really exciting to see because everything that we were talking about even back then is now you can start to see it's all coming together. It's all coming true. And yeah, I think this kind of just goes back to my comment about perps as well, because I'm super bullish on bringing perps on chain. Orbs is as well, but that's not why I'm personally bullish. So yeah, I think you'll start to see again, the next generation of on-chain trading will be, not just spot. It'll be perps. It'll be futures. It'll be, it'll be all these sorts of. It'll be options. It'll be all these sorts of different. It'll be rural their assets trading with. You can track like entire industries or entire real estate markets. I really think that this is kind of the evolution for DeFi trading for sure.
Yeah, lovely. The future is bright for sure. We are here and we are getting smarter, as you say, every day, day by day. And all the people also are growing, like you say. And yeah, it's very nice to see your point of view. We are also very bullish on everything that is happening. And you compare the last bull market to this one, we have plenty of development. Now we have plenty of stable coins, plenty of different products that we can use. And yeah, it's very nice and can't wait to see what's the future like. Right now, we can move to the demo. Shawn, if you are ready, we can go for it. And yeah, let's move it.
Yeah, I'm ready. Feel free to interrupt me at any time, guys, if you want to add something on while I'm doing the demo, or if you have any questions. I'm happy to don't be a stranger. Feel free to. I should be streaming now. Let me know if you can see it all right.
Yes, I can you see it? I see it super.
Yes,
bright.
everything good now.
Okay, cool. All right, I am just on the. I just wanted to do it as like basic, or as like the most usually. I think the most everyone is familiar with this screen. Everyone is. I didn't want to be already on the trade page because I just wanted to show everyone how you get here and that it's the same experience as it was before. So go ahead and click trade now. And the one thing that you'll see different. Well, first of all, by the way, make sure you're on BNB chain. Earlier, I was on, I think it was Polygon. I couldn't figure out where these two bars were, and I was like having a panic attack. But I quickly realized my error. So make sure you guys are on BNB chain because that's where this is live and integrated on. And as you'll see, sorry, I'll flip back. You have market, TWAP and limit. You have TWAP orders powered by ORBS, limit orders again powered by ORBS. So for this demo, I think we'll do TWAP as it's more, there's a few more options here in what you have, compared to limit orders. And, if we were to do a limit order, we might be waiting here for a little bit until it was to be executed. So we will go ahead and I think we'll do cake to like a stable coin. I think I have some cake. So we'll do USDT. That's fine. And we will just go ahead and click max budget because we are degens. I'm skipping ahead here, but this is the same. If we were to do this in market, this is about what would show up, more or less. Anyways, you get the same kind of view here where you see your input, you see your output, what you're getting, and the minimum received. So here we have, that's very standard. Don't think we need too much of an explanation there. The following setting is limit price. Again, we're not going to use the limit price because we're going to be here for, I don't think we'll probably get kicked off this tool here. I don't know how long the limit is, but if you wanted to do a limit order, if you wanted it, this to execute. At 1K or 1K. I don't even know the price of cake. Sorry. If I think it's 275. So if you wanted to do if you want to buy when, or if you want to sell rather when cake is $3, you could set this up here. But we will to only sell when cake's $3. We'll go ahead and turn that off. And then we see the price here, so you can confirm. You can see the price there. Could have used this 2 seconds ago. So yeah, now I know how much cake is. So you can see one cake is 2.7 USDT right here, or you can see the inverse. 1 USDT is 0.37 cake. Obviously, this one is, for me anyways, easier to understand. So we'll leave it at that. And then here, total trades. So these are the total amount of individual trades that your order is going to be broken up into. And as I'm changing this slide wheel here between the orders, you can see the trade size gets updated, the minutes are updated, and the max duration is updated into the optimal time for this order that's needed to execute. I like whole numbers, so we'll go ahead and do 10 trades. I will shorten it to, okay, we can do 2 minutes. Sorry, is the shortest amount of time we do, so we'll leave it at 2 minutes. I was trying to see if we could do it a little quicker, excuse me, to see if we could, just for sake of live streaming. But yeah, so trade interval is how each of these individual trades, how often they're going to execute. And for here, I'll show you, we could do something crazy. Well, crazy in terms of like dollar cost averaging crazy. So if we wanted to, we could do 10 orders. One of these orders is executing every single 30 days. And in this order, we are buying, we're trading 26 cake for USDT. So this goes back earlier, if you're a holder of cake, you're super bullish, but you want to take the emotion out of it. If you're like me and you always sell when the price goes up, you always sell and then the price goes up even more. This is a way that you can potentially, slowly close out a position and not rug yourself. Obviously, we'll go back to 2 minutes because otherwise we're going to be here. That might be a problem if we're here for 30 days. And then again, the max duration updates accordingly. The max duration is just how long the order stays open for. So before clicking place order, we will just go and make sure our settings are all correct. And they look good to me. So we will go ahead and click place order. Again, we will get, I'll click this for a second here. We'll get to review our order. This is the configuration that we've just set. You also get a disclaimer here, just warning you, that it is your risk, that, everything is your risk, and to just be mindful that, prices fluctuate. You go ahead and accept the disclaimer, and then we can see the wallet, so you can verify that this is your wallet, and we will click confirm. I don't know if you guys can see the MetaMask tab, but I am just going and improving the spending cap. And we'll give it a second here to approve. And then I've got the the spending cap's approved, and I'm creating the TWAP order. And now our transaction is submitted. So go ahead and click off here, and as it comes in, oh look, it's already there. Amazing. There's our open TWAP order. So you can again review all of the all of the configuration that we've just sent. So we have our 11 trades. It's going at every 2 minutes. There will be a TWAP order filled, and then if you wanted to, for whatever reason, you've changed your mind, you're very bullish, or you're conversely very bearish, you can whatever your order conditions are, you can cancel it for whatever reason. So that's the fast and quick demo here, guys. Please let me know if you have any questions. Like, I've never done it. I've usually done it recording, so it's a little bit funny to do it live for once.
Nice to see that. I have a little question in here. Is like, if you change the number of total trades and you are doing here, it's gonna change the amount of gas fees you are paying to approve the transactions a lot. Do you know if there is any big difference there?
I don't know. I honestly don't know what the gas fees would be if you were to change it. I know it would change slightly. You would see it, but you would see it in the when you're in your MetaMask when you're confirming or whatever wallet you use. You can verify the gas there. But no, I'm sorry, I don't know it off the top of my head. I mean, on Binance, the gas fees are like pretty small, so I don't think it's an issue. For most people, for sure.
We are in BNB chain. Is not a big deal here, but it's something to consider. Just check sure. Before approving that you are paying a fair amount in the gas fees, and that's it. Thank you.
No problem. We've just had the first trade, the first chunk be filled. by TWAP. We've received 73 USDT, and our balances over here have updated respectively. By the way, the funds, guys, don't leave your wallet until the order is traded. So that's another nice thing. You can always open your wallet and your assets are still there. They're not in a black box somewhere where you can't, for whatever reason, get them. You can even, if you wanted to, you would run into a problem when the order needs to be filled, but you could actually like send your, I could send this cake to another wallet if for whatever reason I needed to. So that's another like bonus feature of having things be decentralized, is potentially capital efficiency if you have a better opportunity elsewhere, for sure.
Nice. I think this is amazing, to be honest. As far as I'm aware in terms of trading, having this possibility of putting orders and just leaving it as it is and be completely in a peace of mind with my head, for me, I think it's a mind-blowing thing. I mean, it's something simple and it's already in the market, but having this on DeFi, I think it's quite a feature that the whole PancakeSwap users needs to be super happy about it, because at the end it's the essence of the DEX, allowing users to trade permissionless and the most easiest way as possible with the most capacity and variety of options that they may need. And I think that there is a question that it says, this is from the community, that it says that what happens if the order cancels due to blockchain issues? I think could be, I don't know, gas issues or something.
Yeah, if for whatever reason the order was to be canceled, it's not an issue. I mean, we can look at I can't. Well, the MetaMask isn't shown here, but in my wallet right now, or we can look on chain. Yeah, we can do that. If you were to look on chain, you can see that the funds actually never, they never leave your wallet. So if for whatever reason that the transaction was to be canceled, your funds are still there. They're still in your wallet. They haven't left. So there's really no, the only risk, potential quote unquote risk would be that your order doesn't get filled and you had wanted it to. But yeah, that's just kind of the nature of the way that permissionless things are, to be honest. So yeah, for better or for whatever blockchain issues were to happen, which I think are quite rare though. So yeah. Hope that
Nice.
answered that question.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you a lot, Shawn, for your good willing to do this, to talk a lot, to tell us your perspective about the integration, not only the project perspective, for being super chill and cool with us. And yeah, I think I don't have pretty much questions, but just want to say thank you again for showing this and for giving us this space for coming out from us. I don't know, Annie, if you have something or any other question you may have before we will let him free.
No, for me, no more questions. It was a pleasure, like Chef Fran said, to be with you here in this space, sharing the new product. And yeah, I hope everything goes well, and we will be trying these features like with a small money just for fun and try to improve our trading strategies with that, for sure. Thank you for coming, Shawn.
Yeah, guys, I really appreciate you guys having me on. Obviously, while we're chatting here, this order is being filled, which I don't know. It's always fun to me to see this kind of live and happening. As you can see, we filled I think about 4 chunks now. So that's really cool. Yeah, again, guys, we're really excited with the integration. You guys are an amazing group of people to work with. And we've really enjoyed it. So can't thank you guys enough. Can't really put it into words how much we appreciate you guys. But yeah, thank you guys so much for having me on and for obviously for integrating us. Yeah, it's been amazing.
Nice, thank you, Shawn. As usually, we are going to finalize with some market and PancakeSwap news. So if you want to stay out and be here hearing Annie telling that we are going to be rich in 2 days. You can stay here, and we send you a really big hug, and let's keep this partnership moving forward. And let's bring more traders to DeFi.
Yeah, sounds good, guys, for sure. Absolutely. I think it's getting late here, so I think I'll hop off. At least go backstage, and watch for my cell phone, guys. So yeah, enjoy the. Thanks again for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Shawn. Thanks for being so late, and have a nice rest if you're going to rest a bit.
Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye. So let's go
Bye-bye.
with my side, like looking at the markets, what is happening, any news, and all that. So let's go for it. Let me share my screen. Okay, we have it in here. As usually, we will start a little bit with the macro, the traditional finance, what is happening there. Last week, we have drop in the traditional market, especially Standards and Poor's 500. Basically, all the stocks are bleeding as well. Also, the crypto market is behaving similar. And that means in the stock markets, that's 1.3 trillion of loss of value. That's huge. So yeah, it's still what happens is still a lot of uncertainty. The geopolitical situation still is unclear. And yeah, it's a bit of uncertainty what's going to happen with the situation about the war and everything. So yeah, markets is reflecting that. But if we go to the crypto side, I like to watch this metric. The Fiyama is a very good place to go and watch data. And here, this is very important. This is the total market cap in stable coins. And we watch in this chart that we are still very positive in this metric, and we are going up. We are just 21% move to be on the all-time highs that was in April 2022. And we have this share, Zero TomTom, that is expecting us to break this all-time high in October this year. So he's bullish. I mean, this chart is something to be looking. If we have stable coins going into the crypto market, that's a positive metric and something to keep an eye. We have a positive news. Is Hong Kong approving the Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. Officially, they will start trading on end of April, so it's very close. That happens.
I will chime in and just throwing out a rock to the tweet. There is a rumor that the SAC, the regulators are going to give a thumbs down to the Ethereum ETF. So let's see what happens next week. I don't know. I don't know if you heard that.
Yes, I see that news as well. Regarding United States, they open the ETF for Bitcoin. So in my opinion, it's gonna be a matter of time they include other crypto assets on that. So I think the big part was already done. Approving the Bitcoin ETF is a big step. Also, I think it's a very positive sign as well to have BlackRock entering into the space. They manage big fund of money, 9.3 trillions, I believe, something like that. So they are huge, and they are entering in the crypto space. So that's some positive news that we are seeing during these times. And I would like to mention a big narrative that is going on Twitter. It's about the related with Bitcoin, L2s, and all that is the runes on Bitcoins. There is a lot of hype going on, so be careful. We don't give any financial advice here, so but it's taking a lot of tractions. There's many users trying to buy these runes tokens that they are created. Is similar to the narrative we see in the past about ordinals in the Bitcoin chain. And regarding the metrics, a few hours after going live, they activated just after the halving. That is something, the halving happens last week, by the way. I hope everybody knows what is the halving event. That represents that the rewards that the miners have for mining Bitcoin get cut in half, and usually that affect in a positive way to the price of Bitcoin in the past, in the last cycles, because if the demand for Bitcoin remains, what happens is that the offer of Bitcoins is less right now. So that can affect in a positive way to the price, and that's what happens in the past. Regarding this narrative about the runs, in the first hours, more than 3,200 Bitcoins was injected on this kind of protocol. So it's a big demand for this. But as I was saying, be careful because the people get excited quickly, and then is something that can go up and down. So just be careful.
And just to chime in, it seems like I'm the Grinch because every time I'm going to chime in, I'm going to say something to to cut the hype. It's like I just wanted to say that we all know that past performance does not mean future performance. So I super agree that the cycles always repeat, and the whole life it's a cycle, but doesn't mean that if something happened strictly after, during, and before the halving, it says that it will repeat completely as it is. So manage the expectations and the hype, because you don't want to be the first. I mean, we all want to be the first one buying and the last one selling, but it's not even possible. So just try to maintain the hype and try to follow the good narratives behind without losing your mind, as I always said.
Yeah, well said. And also, as we see on the TVL, total value lock on DeFi that it was on the top 10, this new blockchain, Merlin, quite impressive, the growth. It's just an L2 for Bitcoin. And yeah, it managed to go to the top 10 very quickly. So yeah, congratulations for them. One thing that we talk all the time is about the alt season. When is the alt season gonna come? Here we have one example about market cap for Bitcoin dominance. That is something I was talking the last week. And it's possible that a movement like this happens. We don't know the future, but we can try to guess that after Bitcoin dominance go up for some time, then there is some gains that people investing in crypto have, and then the appetite for the more risk assets start to grow. So That is something.
I think talking before you stop talking about Bitcoin, I think there is a good question. It's like, what do you think about these narratives about trying to bring smart contracts and, for example, the rules, for example, the ARC22 type of contracts? What do you think? Bitcoin should be just Bitcoin as we know, or should we open the door to these new narratives around Bitcoin?
Interesting question. Uh, I don't know. I mean, I like Bitcoin like it is because it has very the properties that Bitcoin have are very different than other crypto assets. So, in my opinion, I don't like all the different things that people are doing around Bitcoin regarding doing NFTs and things like that. But I don't know. It's open protocol, so people can do whatever they want. But I prefer to do other things like playing with smart contracts and all that with other blockchains. And I appreciate Bitcoin for the properties that we know, even if it has a very few options to change it. But it's okay for me. We have other blockchains. I'm not a Bitcoin maxi, as you probably most of the people here, because we like DeFi and playing and doing crazy stuff. But I prefer Bitcoin like it is. Maybe, okay, you want to use Bitcoin in DeFi. There are options that are already available, like having wrapped Bitcoins or things like that. So using it like collateral. But anyway, if it's in Bitcoin blockchain, I prefer to be just like it is a a pure Bitcoin.
Or maybe we are just getting old.
But anyway, I mean, everybody can have their opinion and they can start playing with these things. I'm not gonna blame anybody for that.
Completely agree. As far as you don't give your keys and your Bitcoin and your cryptos to everyone, to anyone you are not accepting to do it, you can play and safely try to integrate. I think everything can be integrated. I like Bitcoin as it is too, but that doesn't mean that can be at least try to play also in the DeFi ecosystem. I'm not also a Bitcoin maxi, so I think as far as it doesn't lose its essence, all can be done, and I think the DeFi doors are open for any player. Okay, go continue. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, no worries. And so, as we see on this chart, it's probable that we still have the last push in the Bitcoin dominance before the alt season starts, because what we can see this line that is gonna be approximated for sure. It's not certain that it's gonna touch this line and later dominance go down, but um, it's possible something like this plays out. So we can keep that in mind. And to counterbalance this, we have another view that is more pessimistic regarding the altcoins performance. And we're going to see that with this person, CRG. And he's saying, I absolutely think we will have a real alt season, but with caveats. The altcoin market is infinitely more complex than it used to be, with so many different tokens on so many different chains, divided by so many sectors. Liquidity is fragmented more so than ever before. Opposed to back in 2017, when liquidity was largely concentrated to one or two techs, and altcoins will all pump together, a lot of projects from previous cycle will never really pump again. They are not new and shiny, have lots of back holders, and the teams got rich and unmotivated. On the other hand, a lot of new projects won't make it and will inevitably die. It's not easy out there. Rock and a hard place situation when trying to construct an altcoin portfolio. It's all just an attention economy, and it's hard for projects to maintain attention when there are tens of thousands of other projects also vying for it. This is why I'm so heavily diversified in today's altcoin market. If you want to hit many 10x, you need to take on big risk and have the ability to stomach some losers. Artificial intelligence, memes, real world asset, Bitcoin finance, still my favorite bets. So
Actually, first, I'm sorry to interrupt. I
No.
want to say hi to Karib, that it's one of our most OGs in the podcast. So thanks for your comments and for being here for so many weeks hearing us. And I support the idea that being maxi only for store of value in terms of BTC, which is its essence. But I also maintain that it can be soft integrated without losing completely its essence. I mean, I won't use it to, I don't know, the most decent strategies on DeFi, but I think it can be integrated as far as it doesn't get corrupt. And just to add something on what you said about the narratives that this person from the tweet is bullish on. I have a question for you, Annie. How do you think? I mean, we are not going to talk about memes because memes, it is what it is, right? They burn, they take your money, maybe they give you money and they died. And there is nothing, I think I'm not on the memes wave. I mean, I don't consider them as any side. I mean, some of them consider like it's the abstraction of the community and blah blah blah. I only think it's a way to take money from one place and to give and to move to another place. If you can be in the right side of the hands at both parts, you are going to get benefits. If not, it's just a meme and it will die. There are a lot of factors that we can discuss, but we are not going to discuss, that can make those memes be better, we can say, in terms of money that they can get you than others. But I don't feel like very organic and very trustable. So, but in terms of intelligence, artificial intelligence, I put a tweet like some days ago about what are the narratives that are you more bullish on, so people can engage with a tweet and telling me their narratives and why. And some guy put in artificial intelligence, and he said, yes, I agree, but how do you think crypto can benefit, or how artificial intelligence can be benefit from crypto? And the guy could not answer. He told me it's a good question, and that's it. He could not say anything. Do you have any thought about how crypto can benefit artificial intelligence and any?
Yes, for sure. I mean, I'm not an expert, but I can see how the future is looking is with artificial intelligence. We can make a lot of stuff, and it's going to be very difficult to distinguish if something is real or is a fake created with artificial intelligence. So you can make a deep fake of a video of some famous person telling some things. And I think blockchains is a technology that helps on that. So you can verify that the the video you are watching is legit with blockchain technology. So that's something important. And also, I think is gonna happen some kind of integration of blockchain technology on the artificial intelligence in the way of creating the systems. Like we know we have some problems centralizing all the power of the technology in a few companies. So if we give the power to, I don't know, Meta in the social networks, they will be the ones taking decisions on everything related. If we do the same for the technology of artificial intelligence, that's a problem because you are giving all the power to a centralized corporation or something like that. And not only the answers they are giving you, or maybe the queries that you give, and is giving you some answers that are biased and controlled by a corporation. So that's something to take in consideration. And I believe in a decentralized artificial intelligence platform that will be avoided. So maybe this is how it plays out, but let's see. But I believe artificial intelligence is a very strong technology, and we are going to see in the coming years many new things, incredible. So I'm very hyped to see that.
Nice. I have to say I liked the answer. So yeah, you shut my mouth, so you can continue.
Well, let's continue. There is a nasty news that came yesterday, I believe, that is, again, the regulators, in this case, United States government. We don't know exactly. We need to take with a grain of salt this news, but maybe they are asking for the maximum penalty to be 3 years in prison for the ex-CEO of Binance, Changpeng Zhao. I don't know. For me, it looks like a nice guy, but regulators are gonna still doing all this. So let's see. We will follow what happens with him. I don't think they is gonna end up in prison, but let's see what happens at the end. Any comments on that, Jeff? Jeff,
Sorry, I was mute. I was talking and I was mute. I consider him a nice guy. I don't know if he still follows me on Twitter. When he started following me, was like, why this guy is interesting in my tweets. I always tweet in Spanish and not so much. I love people can tweet about so interesting things. I look at my thoughts in my head and say, I'm not going to tweet this. It's like, it's not interesting from anyone. So I try to tweet more, but I don't usually tweet unless some thread about something from PancakeSwap that needs to be explained to the community. That's the only things that I usually tweet. But yeah, I think taking into account something that you said about the ETF some minutes ago, I think they are trying to avoid, or they are trying to stop a thing that can be stopped, which is financial revolution in all the terms. I always say the same. I think CeFi and DeFi world need each other. It's not one or the other. I think it's like the combination and the peaceful convivence of both. So both need each other, and they are just they are just seeing their power be gone, but it won't be gone completely. I think it's just a matter of balance between the power, but of course, powerful people never want to get their power decreased, so they are just trying to stop a thing that they can't stop. And the things, I think most of the things that we are thinking about are going to pass. I mean, I'm not telling about this new about that they are trying to send Champagne Sao. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well. Sorry if I'm missing. I don't know if this is going to happen. Actually, I don't think so. But you can never be sure. But what I'm trying to say is like the question is not why or maybe what. I think the question is when. I think the ETF, I think they are going to be approved at some point. DeFi is going to get a massive adoption at some point. I mean, the question is not if it's going to happen. I think the question is when it's going to happen. So that's why we are here. That's why we are all here. And coming to this specific question, I don't think he ends up in jail. I mean, he is not Sam from FTX, so I don't think. But you can never be sure.
Wow, great answer, and very bullish as well. But let's go for some kind of bad news that happened on the wild market of crypto during this past week. This is the most recent one with Renzo protocol. It happened some kind of DPEG of the liquid restaking token, in this case from Renzo protocol. You know, there is this agent ledger system where people can restake the liquid staking tokens on another layer. And what happens is temporarily depeg on the Renzo Ethereum happens. So people that was using this synthetic like collateral in borrowing and lending protocols, they get liquidated for that depeg. So be careful out there. There is some things that happen on DeFi and you are aware. You always need to do your research and diversify your portfolio.
Yeah, I just want to say on this that in theory, I'm not going to give my trust to projects that I'm not partner with, which I'm not even work with. But in theory, the only thing affected was the liquidity that Theta ETH had. So in theory, all the ETH staked and are there. I mean, the idea is like when they allow to the redeems, if you have that token, you will be able to redeem your ETH with no problem. I mean, the only problem was with the liquidity. There is a rumor that it was all pre-thinked and armed and made up by liquid low ones projects and that stuff. I'm not going to enter in that thoughts because I don't have a strong opinion about it, but just to give some calm with the people who actually has that token, the problem was with the liquidity, and your ETH stake, it's okay as far as we know today, April 25.
Totally agree. So it wasn't too bad like the following case. The following case is no doubt is a full scam. This project is CK Casino. They did a rug pull basically. It was 13 million in Ethereum. The team, without consulting anybody, invested in the project. They convert all the Ethereum to the coin of the project that they say, okay, we are changing all the Ethereum for CKs and the price conversion is going to be that one. And it was a very sad situation to watch. Like they just get all the money, and that's it. It's another story, and just another reminder for everybody to be careful with their investments and where they allocate the money. Another thing that happens is one MACP protocol. This is not the MACP that was launched in PancakeSwap. It's another protocol. Okay, don't get confused. And they get some kind of exploit on their smart contracts, and they are asking everybody to revoke the contracts that are approved. Okay, just some incidents that happens during last week, and we will end up with some quotes. In this case, with Defi Gath, this it's saying observe a lot, act a little. It depends. That's something we can argue, or we can say that it's better to act a lot. But sometimes it's better to stay calm, think about the decisions you are taking. As it's good to read the information that is available on the internet about everything, but like many entrepreneurs are falling in a paradigm that is the paralysis for analysis. So that means that if you think all the time about the things and you don't take any actions, that is also very bad. So just try to find the middle point. And then the last quote I bring for today is Kiwei. It's saying, simultaneously believe that crypto is our last line of defense against big government, financial repression, and tech monopolies, the best asset class for the intellectually honest and flexible to build generational wealth, and a place to have fun with internet friends by risking a little money in JPEGs, meme coins, and liquidation engines. So these are the news that I bring for this week. I hope you enjoy.
Thanks, Annie. Thanks as always.
Yeah.
It's been a lot. 1 hour and 20 minutes. I don't know if someone is still there, but I always like to hear the news from you. And let me share my screen super quick. Where is my Notion? It's here. There are not too much news. Let me know if I'm. Are you seeing? Oh no! This no. Are you seeing my screen?
No, not the right one.
Let me.
We see your screen, but it's not showing the news.
Oh yes. Wait. Let me remove. And I think I need to do it in. Let me check. I need to do it in.
Or I can share the screen and I
oh
show
yes,
you.
share it,
Okay.
or I will definitely leak something that I don't want to leak.
Don't leak. Okay, so I will share it. Okay.
Yeah, I think there is. I will be super quick since we have been here for a lot of time and people need to have their own lives and stop listening to us. But one of the news, this is not the new, but I love the design and want to share with us. We already talked about the proposal for Pancake to be the first affiliate, the DEX affiliate for PancakeSwap was passed, and this is how they announced it. It's an announcement from today, 6 hours ago or something, that they show how they have been officially recognized as a PancakeSwap affiliate. So we are super happy about it. In case you have missed the the whole affiliates narrative and how it goes, you can go to our socials, to our Telegram, to our blog, and you can read more about it. On the forum, there was so interesting conversation around that. Yeah, they are super open to hear your thoughts and your concerns. So if you have anything to share with the Pancake team, you can share it with them. They actually plan to launch super soon. You can see their roadmap there too. So I won't say dates because I don't have it, or maybe I don't want to let you know, or maybe I don't want to leak anything that I shouldn't. So you can ask the Pancake team. And yeah, the other things are more like campaigns. I will start with the halving campaign. It's super easy. If you reach $1,000 in trades, you can submit your wallet. I mean, trading WBTC or BTCD, of course, we are talking about BTC. You need to submit your wallet in a form that you can find it on Twitter or Telegram or Discord or in our socials, and you could get $100 in reward. There are more details in blog, and you can check. Another week of the PancakeSwap multi-chain celebration. It's already live. Now it's OPBNB week. You need to trade at least $5. I mean, who trades less than $5? My headphones are dying. We have been here for a lot of time. If you stop listening to me or if it starts to crash, it's because of that, and the laptop mic will take place. Yeah.
Okay, we wait for you, Chef, to come back. The
Hear me now?
headphones die because. Try again.
Can you hear me?
Yes, it's okay.
Okay, it's the laptop mic. And yeah, you only need to trade at least $5 in OPBNB, and you enter in a lucky draw to receive around $20 in BNB. So another thing, I don't know, Annie, if you have been playing a lot, the Shadow Realms. It's kind of difficult, at least for the curve to the knowledge curve. It's kind of difficult, at least for when you start.
I didn't play a lot to the game. I try it, but I'm quite busy these days. I cannot spend time grinding the game. But I hear many people are enjoying playing this game, so I'm sure it's a very nice game because the feedback I'm getting from the people.
Yeah, I miss the time. I miss the old times when I had plenty of time to play. Sadly, but someone needs to work sometimes. This part of being an adult is not the most enjoyable one. But there is beside the jokes, there is an NFT airdrop event on Shadow Realms, and sorry, you can earn airdrop tickets by ranking or bringing friends to climb on the rank. So it's always mostly the same. You can you or your friends start the chances. So if you're a gamer and you have a very good amount of gamer friends, I lost mine. I miss them. They are I'm sure they are spending more hours playing than me working. That's for sure. That there are kind of machines. But if you like it, go to that announce and check it. How do you can increase your ranking, aka playing more? That's the hardest part. And still talking about gaming on Nemesis Downfall. Sorry, the week trade. Sorry, I was to speak Spanish. The third week of the PancakeSwap gaming marketplace campaign is live. You need to find Easter eggs, graffitis for a chance to get ND tokens and in-game skins, so you can complete the challenge. You need to go to our Twitter to get a little bit more about this. And yeah, I don't want to extend myself so far. I super appreciate all the ones you have been listening us. And yeah, I don't want to extend myself super much more. Next week, we are talking to have the Monad guys from Pipeline. The Monad community is quite of super hype and super big, so hope they can give us a fresh air about hype.
Yeah, exciting to be with Monad community here as well. It was really nice to have this new way of streaming the Pancake Talks with YouTube and X. So yeah, very nice. Thank you, Chef Fran, for your time and being here with the community and me. And thank you everybody for attending this Pancake Talks. And yeah, peace.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Annie. Bye bye.
Bye bye.